Let's look at Delhi now. I have to say, the coolest cat was Kiran Grandi, right? He was the coolest cat in this auction. He drove the prices up on everyone.
Himself.
Looked like an iceman sitting there. You couldn't read any expression of him. And then he just managed to get a lot of good players at good prices under the noses of everyone. Fair summation?
Yeah. I think he did very well. And again, nobody is hugely priced. Your day two prices are really, really decent. Faf du Plessis at 2 crores is a standout player. Dushmanta Chamira at 75 lakhs, standout player. Donovan Ferreira, these are all experienced international hands.
Yeah.
And then, of course, on the other side, there's a lot of guys who they're picking on pure potential. Again, not going for veterans, preferring to go for young guys and saying, there's a year, 2 years, we'll build them.
Yeah. And
But really decent bowling attack as well.
Jake Fraser McGurk, Harry Brook. They got Mitchell Stark yesterday for a little over 11 crores. So they did well there as well. Dushmanta Chamira. So it's good. They've got Natarajan. I think Natarajan has been very good in the IPL. They've got Mukesh Kumar, who's done very well for them. So their spin has Akshar and Kuldeep. So that's looking good, Harsha.
Yeah, and not just that. We keep talking about power. One of the things that Sunrisers did, and one of the things that KKR did, and those were the two teams in the final, was they were scoring at about 11 and over in the power play consistently. Now let's look at it from that angle. We talked about power for some of the other teams. Let's put that squad up again and let's see how they go on power. If you can unlock KL Rahul, Fraser McGurk, Harry Brook, Tristan Stubbs, Ashutosh did well for them. They're not lacking there. In terms of bowling, there's Stark, Mukesh Kumar, Natarajan, Kuldeep, Akshar. There's 5 there straight away, and they'll get a little bit from Tristan Stubbs. But I mean, you don't have to see balance anymore. You can always get an impact sub. Nice team. Where does Faf play though? Because you want Fraser McGurk, you want to play Harry Brook, you want to play Tristan Stubbs, and you want to play Stark. So it'll be very funny for a very senior player like Faf, who's captaining everywhere, to suddenly come and be a sort of backup player. They'll have to handle that though, because Faf is a very senior player, a very good captain, and then suddenly they'll have to handle that side of it. But he's a good person. He won't come in the way.
Yeah, that's what I thought, that there won't be anything to handle actually.
That's one. Two is that also we are assuming that Fraser McGurk is a definite starter. And given the form that he has,
I'll tell you something, Joy.
Last year.
Yeah, I'll tell you something, Joy. In India, we saw a little bit of Fraser McGurk, and they've used is an RTM pick. They just went high and they said 9 crores for him. And then yesterday morning, I went for the last day of the Test match, and all the Aussies are looking at me and saying, "What have you guys seen in Fraser McGurk? You know, he hasn't scored a run since he's come back here. He's a 10-ball player, he's a 15-ball player. What have you seen in him?" And I said, they've taken a big punt on promise. So he'll have to go back there and recreate what he did, because he's not scored a run in Australia. So maybe he'll just enjoy playing on the flattish tracks and smaller boundaries. Otherwise, if his runs dry up, there comes Uncle Faf.
Exactly. Brooks goes in, opens, or Faf opens, and then Brooks slots in at 3.
Yeah. It's a good
And
team.
I mean, look at Faf's strike rate this year. In the leagues he's playing, look at Faf's strike rate. He's striking 150 plus most places.